Hey, what's up, watch people? How are you all tonight? Thank you for joining another episode of Talking Watches with Rich Buddy and his co-host, the wonderful Bud the Stud. What's up, brother?
Hey, Rich. How you doing?
How are you? Welcome to the world of where we're going to sit on my wrist here on top of this Rolex Daytona.
That's right.
A good shot right there. I took of it right there.
Yeah, that is a good shot. Yeah.
What's going on, man? What's happening?
Not much. Hey, Blue Shirt. It's been a little while. Good to see you. Hey,
How's our audio, everybody? Are we okay? Everybody sound okay?
We sound good. I know everybody usually complains that I'm a little bit low, so let me know.
That's why I was asking. You kind of sound a little muffled, but I don't know.
Do I? Okay.
I don't know. Is Bud okay, or does he sound a little muffled, like he's in a bathroom or something? I'm not sure.
No Clyde stuff going on here. Just
okay, maybe it's just me. Hey, so yeah, I nailed Bitcoin right on the nose, man. I nailed that limit order, $40 from the top.
Wow.
So great. Man, I can't ask for anything better right now. The only thing I can ask for better is that we get a dump of a couple of thousand points and I can go back in and pick it all back up again.
Right. So, and that's so right now you're out and you're even with the other
with
stuff,
the mining machines,
yeah, and all that. Okay, yeah.
So I'm not out. I only took out my profit, which was the machines I had lost 50 grand on.
Oh, that's good. What are you doing with that? What are you doing with that money?
Well, that's sitting on the sidelines
to put back in. Okay.
Yeah, you know, man, I'm a player, bro.
Yep.
I'm a player. So if we get a dip of a few thousand points, I'm gonna throw all that extra money back in, and then when it comes back up to 18, 20, 22, 24, then I'll sell that portion that I was not planning on using again, but here I am. I'll use it again.
Right.
I'll make some more money off it, man. Why not?
Right. Yeah. Why not? So by
yeah,
that time,
especially since I timed it right at the top right now. You know what I mean?
By that time, that correction will happen that everybody's talking about, and Rolex will go back down to normal.
You know, I mean, the way it's holding right now at its current level, I honestly, I don't think it's going to dip right now. I think it's going to take off to 21, 22, and then probably come down. Then it'll probably come down to like 16, 17 for me to be able to nab it. I'm not going to be able to nab it for as low as I think I am, but and if I don't get a chance to, if it doesn't come back, then I'm fine sitting out. This is my FP Journe money right here. This will pay for my Havana.
Yes, that'll take care of your Havana, and you won't
Havana and some.
Yeah. And then some, yeah, and then something else if you want.
The AP, baby. The AP.
There you go. That's right. Yep.
The AP.
So, yep. Well,
Yeah.
it has been quite the weekend for me. So as you know, I was actually looking at that AP, and I was going to pay over MSRP for it, and just something told me just to hold off a little bit, and I've gotten 3 phone calls in the last couple of days, and so for a lot less than what I was going to pay for the AP, I'm into a couple of Rolexes and a Tudor.
Huh.
Yeah. So one of them just happened today.
What AP were you going to get and you turned away?
The blue chrono AP.
The white dial one.
No, the blue dial.
Oh.
The blue dial, the chrono. Basically, the watch.
Was it a Royal Oak or Royal Oak Offshore?
Royal Oak chrono.
Okay.
So basically, the one that I had in chocolate, and didn't think, everybody was telling me that one's going to drop significantly, and of course, I sold it and it shot up 20 grand overnight. So, but I always wanted the blue dial anyway.
So this is the rose gold and blue dial that you're talking about.
This was the rose gold and blue dial. Yep.
Dang, that thing is pretty.
It is. It's something else. But basically, right now those are 75, and so I had that money set aside to go ahead and get one. But the day that I go in to make the transfer of the money, I get an email from one of the ADs saying he's got the rhodium Sky Dweller. So, and then the next day, I get the call saying about the Black Bay 58 Blue, and then today I got the call about the Cermet.
Oh,
so which yes, that was the biggest surprise, was the Cermet. So,
wow.
Yep. So for like 20 grand less than what I was going to pay for the AP, I've got 3 pretty good, pretty nice watches, I think.
I'm not going to lie, you didn't get me too excited about the Tudor.
No, probably not. But I like the Tudors. I'm a Tudor guy. It's the Blue Bay 58 that has been so popular.
It's the Tudor Smurf, right?
The Tudor Smurf, I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was the new one this year.
That's one of the better ones.
Yeah, it is one of the better ones. So yeah, I love it. It's coming in the mail, I think Tuesday, and then I think the Cermet will be in by Wednesday.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow, congrats, man.
And then I picked this one up.
Well, that looks pretty good in the rose.
I show you this. I already showed you that, right?
Yeah, but it looks pretty good on the screen right there. That's rose, right? Or yellow?
Yep.
Yellow?
No, it's rose. I wanted the yellow with the black dial, but this is the rose with the rhodium dial.
Wow, that looks pretty nice, bro.
And I'll tell you what.
Wow.
These have the same glad lock on them as the new sub does.
Yeah.
So you can just tighten them and loosen them really, really easily. So, and that's something I didn't know about the Oyster. So it's just
wow, super congratulations, man.
Thank you. Beautiful. So, but I think
wow.
And I'll tell you what they did. These Sky Dwellers, these newer ones, they twist a lot easier. The actual, the other ones is a little bit tighter. The older ones, these ones are really, really easily.
Really?
Yeah. And they sit in and they lock. Yeah, they lock. The bezel locks, and it's a little bit easier to get out and stuff. So
interesting. I love the dial on that.
Yeah, I love the rhodium dial. It's the one that reminds me the most of the chocolate, which became the most popular once it was discontinued.
Mm-hmm. So are you at 3 Sky Dwellers?
2. Yeah, 2. So I got the full gold with the ivory dial, and now I got this one, which I'll be honest, this this rubber strap, because of the titanium in it, has the most or has just as much weight as the bracelet.
What do you mean? Because it has titanium in it?
So these Oysterflex flex bracelets, they actually have a coil in them, so you can't cut them. You know, some people thought that you could cut them and that you could size them that way.
Right.
But these things are basically uncuttable. There's a titanium coil that goes through them, and so they're basically considered to be bracelets.
Yeah, you have to order them in the size. That's why they come in so many sizes. They come in a shit ton of sizes.
Yes, they actually ordered me. This one is just a little bit loose on me. I mean, I could wear it if I had to, but the next bracelet down, I'll be able to widen it and tighten it a little bit more easy. So I've got another one coming in.
So how do you like the feel of? Is that your only Oysterflex?
This is my only Oysterflex, and I really, really, which, if you remember, I tried on the Yachtmaster 2, and I told you I really liked that, and I was looking at that, and so when I tried that on about a month ago, that's what really started me on the Oysterflex.
Right, but the older Oysterflex doesn't have the
slide lock.
Right.
Yeah, this one
so
does.
It's a slide lock, the same, similar to that on the Submariner?
Yes, it's identical.
Wow, so, it's not just easy. What you know, the extra link like on a Daytona.
Right. No, this thing
it's just adjustable a few different steps.
Yep, you just easily open it up and you adjust it very easily. So it just slides in and out of the spot. Yeah, just like the new sub that I just got.
Right, and I believe that's a new feature on the Oysterflex 2020. That wasn't prior.
Yes, the AD didn't even know that was a feature until we started messing with it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's too bad they didn't do that on the older ones. Hopefully the new strap can be bought and used on the old Oysterflex watches. If they were smart, they did that. If they're jackasses, then they didn't.
Well, he did say that you can't go from because what he thought is if he could go from like the smaller Yachtmaster and get me that bracelet, and he said no, you can't interchange that, but I think you could probably interchange, you know, last year's rubber if you wanted to.
Right. Yeah, because they didn't change the case sizes on these guys,
right.
Did they?
Right. No. So as long as it's the same,
and the Daytonas as well.
Yeah, as long as it's the same model, I think you could do that.
Yeah. Yeah, because you know the rubber B is the same way. The rubber B you cut, so the rubber B is going to be really equivalent to the Aquanaut.
Yeah.
Once you cut it, that's it. You know, if you change, you know, get too fat, then that gets a little tight on you. You know.
Right, and that's the great thing is, yep, you can just open it up if you want. If you go to, you know, like if I go to Florida, you know, it's gonna swell down there, so I can just, you know, loosen it up, tighten it. So yeah, that's the really nice thing.
Yeah.
Basically stops you from going into your AD and messing with them in that way, and kind of saves them time and saves you time.
Right. So the Tudor now, you know, I know you have more use for a beater nowadays than I do because you're still functional at work and all.
Right.
And even me so less. Well, even the type of work that I was doing, I really didn't need a beater, to be honest. But I don't know. I'm not really wearing the Doxa anymore. I think I kind of put that away, and it's not even out to where I can grab it.
Right.
Easily accessible as either. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Maybe it'll come out again one day, or I'll sell a couple of things. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You know, I might not need to do anything, to be honest. We'll just look at it for a little bit.
It's you know, I've got the Tudor Pepsi too, and I've wore that the last year quite a bit, and you know,
have?
I just I've really realized that they can take a beating, you know, and so yeah, I've enjoyed that, and so I figured this one's a little bit This one's on the strap, so it's going to be a little bit more dressy, but I just think it's going to complement it well, and you know.
So you know, when I got the Hulk back, and and it's on the bracelet, and the bracelet's mint. It essentially hasn't been used at all because it went right on a rubber bead right when I got it. So here it is with it literally looks like I just bought the damn thing, bud. You know?
Yeah.
And I couldn't help but look at the damn thing and say, wow, it's absolutely stunning on the freaking steel bracelet, man.
Yes. Yeah. It is.
So it's not going back on the rubber bead for a little while. I'm going to leave it on the bracelet.
Yeah, that's I think that's a good, switching them back and forth, I think it's a good thing. It kind of reminds us of how they look different ways,
Right.
So I think it helps. I think it helps a lot.
The Daytona up on the screen, it's my most worn watch. I'm wearing it right now. You wear this most of anything.
The black ceramic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice picture of it too. So, and that's on the rubber, right?
That is on the rubber, but it's with a deployant.
Right. And you feel good about that because it's, you're not getting any scratches on the bracelet, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm using the Daytona deployant.
Right.
I didn't have to use the deployant for this Daytona. I could have used the deployant for one of my other Submariners. I have several.
Yeah.
I could have used the gold deployant from my Bluesy, the two-tone deployant. What would that look like on this? But there's no gold on this watch, so it kind of wouldn't look right, would it?
Right. I think it would kind of be weird.
Yeah, but I could have used the all brushed deployant from my what do you call it? My Hulk.
Right.
That I wasn't using. The Batman's also polished, isn't it?
Batman is polished. Yes. The Hulk is pretty much the only one that's not.
You know what I want to do is you know that the straps, like say the one in the picture of my avatar, the Patek strap.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a strap that you use the tang buckle on and you have to put it through the pin buckle and all that, through the pin and that, I mean, it tears up. It obviously, that's the wear on the belt, that's where all the wear comes from, right?
Right.
And so I noticed when I have the leather strap on the Bluesy with the deployant, it never bends, it never folds. It doesn't even sit on your wrist fully tight, so it's not ever absorbing all the moisture and everything. So what I'm getting at is that on that Patek right there, man, it would be lovely to have the deployant with the Calatrava emblem for that watch.
And can you get that?
Yeah, I can get it. They can order it for me. I asked about it already, and especially this doesn't have a clear case back, so I don't need to have it to where it can rest open, so I can look at it.
Right.
I believe he said it was $3,500 for the deployant.
Just for the clasp, huh?
Yeah, so it wasn't cheap, man.
Well, you're not planning on ever getting rid of that watch anyway, right? You're keeping that forever.
No way this watch will ever go. Even if I were to get a complicated watch that looked similar to it, like say the 3940 or something that had a similar 96 look, I would still keep this as a casual, so I can wear this with blue jeans and a Metallica t-shirt.
Yeah.
This watch goes best with blue jeans and a rock concert t-shirt more than anything I've got, honestly. It just rocks.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I don't know if you could picture it. If you see that watch, you can picture it wearing blue jeans with it. It's so, I see that more so than wearing it formally, honestly. Other people don't go that way with this watch, but I went that way with it.
Yeah, I very rarely dress formally, so I wear everything. So yeah, I mean, I could definitely see you wearing that the way you want to. But and just going back here, Boozer asked if I was gonna put the slick covers on the gold stunner, and I think you mean the pieces of clear. And no, I have always looked at them, but I've never ordered them. I don't have the patience to put them on, so I'll probably never put any of them stickers on.
Yeah, Boozer's right. I could keep the Patang buckle on a more casual strap, like the one that I'm wearing it on right now. That I used that chocolate brown strap. It's funny because I was reading a Patek forum, and somebody says, what strap should I get to wear this watch casually? Because the chocolate brown strap is too formal wear, and I'm actually using it for casual, and I'm looking for a formal strap for that watch. It's completely the opposite of what the guy's thinking, man. It's so funny.
Right.
I sent him a comment too, and I told him that too. I said, man, that's funny as shit, dude. I said, great minds think alike and opposite too. Because we were both thinking the same thing, buying a 5196 in rose gold, but he's thinking opposite on the strap. But ever since I saw that blue strap on Archie's 5196, oh shit, that's a combat strap too. You know that?
Right.
He got that from Aaron. But if I get that from Aaron, you know what I want to do, right? I want to get that deployant to put it on so that it doesn't ever get, because did you see Archie's already has all of the fold in that whole last part where all the holes are. It's already used up looking, you know?
Right.
And I mean, that's fine. Use it. But hell, I'm honestly, spending $300 on a strap like that.
Right.
And if you invest in the deployant, not only are you going to have the wonderful feel and the look of the deployant with the filigree buckle, but you're also going to have a strap that will probably be preserved for frickin' 20 years, to be honest.
Right. Yeah, that would be nice.
Because I don't ever see that yellow strap on my bluesy ever getting beat up. It's so mint.
It looks so, yeah. I mean, every time you put it on, it looks brand new.
Every time it looks brand new. Because it never changes shape. It's always sitting in the same, it's always the same semicircles. The damn straps never change.
Right. Which just is the quality of it.
The quality of it and the thickness and the deployant holds it in place, all firm. And then when it sits on your wrist, it sits like the Oysterflex does, where it's not 100% touching 360 circumference of your wrist.
Right.
It's only parts of it are touching your wrist. So it isn't even like the whole damn thing's getting flexed or used or nothing, Yeah, I love it.
Right.
I mean, I think that, why not build upon my Patek? It's like adding features to the car,
Yeah, absolutely. Keep going with it and keep adding on to it.
Well, I was thinking about getting the for sure I wanted to get end links and another Tang pin buckle for the 5196 because I wanted to have two sets, right of straps, and then because on the back of the Calatrava, do you have any watches like the Calatrava where you can just turn it over and use your fingers and take off the end links and the straps just like that?
No, I don't think so.
None of your APs, none of the. What else do you got?
No, the Breitling, the strap. You mean with the tool, just to undo it with the tool?
Without a tool, I mean,
without
right?
A tool. No, I don't have anything with. Yeah, I don't have anything that easy.
Okay, so that's what's so cool about this and the FP Journes, that there's a little lever on the back, and you push that little lever, and and the buckle and the strap comes off just like that.
Yeah.
So if you all of a sudden, let's just be stupid and say your wife says, "Oh no, I liked you better in the blue," and then you could be like, all right, fuck then, man. I'll take off the chocolate brown strap and put the blue strap on, and it can be done that quickly while she's starting the car kind of trip. It can be done that quick. But I wanted to, and my whole point is that I want to be able to change straps real easy myself and have fun and not have to ruin the watch but you know how much the dang I looked it up on eBay. The pin buckles used for a Patek 5196 are $500 for the end links. For the end links, not the buckle. Just the end links were $500.
Right. Wow.
Because they're gold.
Yeah,
And
none
so if I'm going to spend $1,000 already on that from Patek, I might as well spend $3 and get the damn deployant, right?
Right. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, if there was a watch that I had that I know for sure is never going nowhere, then I would have all that stuff. So that's what I keep doing with my Aquanaut. If you notice, I buy every rubber strap that the Aquanaut has out there. I've got a blue one, green one, the black one. So I mean, I want to have every strap that they make for the Aquanaut. Yeah.
Bro, you didn't get me with that deployant, bro. The first thing I asked you, is that genuine? Because the strap looked great, and I could immediately see the edges, the finishing edges of the edges.
Yeah, yeah. So if you guys ever want to go and if you got an Aquanaut and you want to get a strap that really doesn't basically cost you anything, and it's different colors or whatever, but it's not. And it looks like it's on the inside it's stamped Patek and everything, but they're basically knockoffs. But you can put them on the watch, you can wear it, and you don't got to worry about scratching. You don't got to cut you don't got to cut your original strap. So it gives you all kinds.
Just be sure you use the original Patek end links, otherwise the watch will probably fall off.
Right. Exactly. Yep. So
don't use aftermarket end links, people.
Yep. So, but it's a fun little hobby of mine there for that, and see the different colors on the 5167.
The strap had the same print, not perforation, the same molding, didn't it?
Oh yeah, same molding. Yeah.
Because the one on the rubber B is different molding pattern. And you know why they did that? Because they didn't want to get sued by Patek. They had to get permission before they started making these straps. I have no doubt they don't want to have no problems. And so they didn't copy the molding, which doesn't match the dial. So I'm not so sure about the rubber B 516 strap.
Right. That one's a nice one too. Yeah. So if that one fits, that one's very nice looking as well.
I definitely would get one to try it out of the rubber B.
Yeah.
But if the molding pattern doesn't work for me, then But hey, the black strap on that watch is just, it is what it is. It's beautiful as heck anyway.
Yeah. It's you can't really beat it. So, and I've got another one ordered from Patek, but while I was waiting on that, I figured I would have some fun.
And it isn't that expensive just for the rubber part, right?
Oh yeah, no, that thing that I sent you with the clasp and everything, that was like $50.
No, I mean the
one
from Patek's only a couple $100, right?
Yeah, the one from Patek's only a couple $100, but it's kind of a waiting game, to see when they come in.
Yes. And there isn't any color options at all for you from Patek on that?
Just the black.
You got to be kidding me, man. I think that's just ridiculous that they don't give any color options. It wouldn't cost them anything different.
Well, I think they want to keep them set. Like, I think the blue one is supposed to be the white gold, right? and then the green one is supposed to be the other white gold.
Right.
So I don't think they want people, messing around with that. Which the blue one has a blue dial and the green one has a green dial, so it's not like you can really play it off or anything. So it's just for fun.
They should have a couple of color options just for fun for the entry level.
Right.
For the entry level punters, man, that it's already hard enough to get that watch. Entry level, hard enough to get it, and then they're going to let people have the green for a while, the green strap, and they're going to take it away from all the people that waited.
Right.
That's kind of shitty. The green strap, man, right? The green strap will work, but they won't let you order it.
They won't let me order it. Oh.
So the green strap actually is a strap that will work. Is there any other color that will work? The green strap, but would any of the other? No, the green one is the only other one that has the same size case, right?
I think the blue one does too, don't it? Pretty sure the blue one does. So the blue and the green, I think, would both.
Isn't the green 44 or something, man? Like huge. Let me go to the site. Let's check it out.
Is it that big? Yeah.
I think it's a monster, but let's check it out, buddy. Aquanaut. Let's see here. Bitcoin's at 18.5. See, it hasn't gone low enough for me to be able to go in. I'm looking for a big move for me to go in. Otherwise, I'm keeping my money. I'm gonna gamble, but I'm gonna gamble with some opportunity. Okay, so let's look at the 5168. Oh, they're 5168s. Both of them are. So it must be the same size. They're jumbos. Yeah. 42.2. 42.2 on this one. And 42.2. And is there I'm going to assume because they're 5168s, so then the blue strap would be available, although they're not going to give it to you. So the 5168 straps are compatible with the 5167 straps. And, it might even go far as to say this brown strap right here on the 5164 is probably compatible too.
Yeah, the brown, and I think the orange one on the 5968 might work as well.
Yeah. Man, they just need to let it. They need to let the cage open on those sons of bitches, man. Come on, enough already.
Yeah, they're keeping a tight rein on them. So I guess they just don't want a bunch of straps all over the place. I guess, but people who buy them usually are using them for themselves. So
I gotta say, it does look sweet when you see the color running in smoothly all through. Like, look at the blue one.
Yep.
And the green one, how it just runs clean. It's clean, and even with the black, it looks the same. It looks like it looks like a tire. Actually, I never noticed it looks like a tire.
I mean, that's the whole thing with the Aquanauts is the dial is perfect for the strap. It always has been. It just matches perfectly.
After looking at these right here, bud, I'm surprised you don't have that rose gold one.
I like the rose gold, but I think it's the premium on that is the same as the premium on the 5167. But I think I would probably go to the travel time steel before I would go to but oh man, the rose gold's nice.
Yeah, I like that. I can't even steel though, bro.
I can't even look at the travel times because they're so much step above the regular. And I know that they're so much heavier, and you can feel, I know that you can feel the difference in the price there, but that's a good looking. Hey, NATO. Hey, Nick.
Where's the picture I'm looking at? This one here is a good picture.
Yeah, Pavel. I regretted skipping the rubber 40mm Yachtmaster as well. Yeah, the Oysterflex I was not a big fan of, and the way that they fit now, they are great guys.
I'd love to have the 42 rose gold Yachtmaster on Oysterflex, bro.
Yeah.
Or the white gold one,
Yeah.
the big one, the Big Daddy in white gold. I'd rather have that than the rose gold one, I think. But yeah, that would be sweet.
Yeah, but so they do look more like the Nautilus when you get them pushers going on them.
You know, I got to say that though, for the price here, okay, let me go and say that for this is 40,000, right? 39,000 for the price. There's one watch that's exact equivalent to this that I think I'd prefer at the price range, but I only would prefer it in white gold only, and it's this one here. Is this the right size or is this small? Yeah, that's 37.
Yeah, I think the other one's 42, right?
Yeah, where's that at? Oh, right here.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, so this one here is, oh, it's 53. But secondhand, you could probably get it for 40, right?
I'm sure. I mean, you can get the rose gold one for 33. So yeah, and I know the white gold's a little more popular because the blue dial. So
Okay, do you see that this is the exact same dial as the Aquanaut? The local, the home, and the date sub dial, and the same exact pushers on the left. It's identical watch.
Right. Yeah, same complication too, right?
Exactly the same complication, everything. They're using the same movement.
Same movement, I meant, yeah.
Same, even the same dials holes. It's just a different print on the dials. You see that?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's got the local, the home, the hands that cover each other, and the left and right pusher up and down for the hour. So this watch is exact, but it looks so much nicer. Look at the pictures of this. Yeah, that dial.
Yep. And the blue around the hands. Yeah, really looks nice.
Just because I think, yeah, look at that.
Yep.
There you go. Look at that. So I think if you're looking at travel times and you're considering that Aquanaut because it's 39, but what do you think it is secondhand, bro? 45? Or no, 10 over MSRP?
Yeah, I think you're at around 60.
Okay, so this might be, let me pull this one up. What is this one again? A 5.5 deuce 4. Let me go to Craigslist and type in Patek.
And she said nice sentence. A beauty of scent, what it is.
Patek 5.5 deuce 4.
Yeah, I mean, this watch beats all of Archie's watches badly, right? None of Archie's watches are.
Bro, this one's going for 43. There you go. 43,000 secondhand.
Yeah, so you're paying 10 grand more for the white gold and the blue dial.
43, is that what I just said?
Yeah.
And this is 43, and it's going for 10,000 less than MSRP.
Yep.
So this is going for what the Aquatime travel Aquanaut, the Aquanaut travel nut, the travel time Aquanaut plus tax, you can get this. 43,000. That's exactly what you're equating this watch to here.
Right.
That's a good deal right now.
Yeah.
And I like this in the white gold because remember this one on European Watch Company? How badass it looked in the pictures.
Yep. And you don't see a lot of that either. You see the rose gold one, but you don't see the white gold one too often. So
there you go. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. Man, I love this watch in white gold, bro.
And I was going to ask you, why don't they have that on a blue straps? This looks way better on the blue strap.
Yeah.
You know, and on the website they've got it on a brown strap, but the blue strap is the way to go.
You want to know what else too? That looks like luminous stitching.
I was going to say the stitching matches the numbers on there. Yeah.
Yeah, they got luminescent stitching, bro, to match the numbers. That's what that is. I bet you that's from Aaron at Combat Straps. But I was going to ask him about illuminating stitching.
Oh, you don't think that's a Patek strap? Oh.
No, it's not. Definitely not.
They need to do something like that. That would make a big difference.
Man, you think I should ask Aaron to do illuminated stitching on my Snoopy strap? If he hasn't done my Snoopy watch yet?
Look nice.
You know what I mean? I should ask him, huh?
Yeah. Which, speaking of watches and giggles, I need to get with you on your Snoopy order and see how that's coming, because I ordered from the same place as you, so I'm wondering. I haven't heard from them.
I'm going to do that right now. So basically I'm going to tell him.
So while Rich is doing that, I'll try and catch up with the comments here if there's anything that we missed. Yeah, Nick, the Rose Gold Yachtmaster on the Oysterflex is really good. And yeah, you can get them at a good price. I actually found the diamond dial one of them for like 36, which was 10 grand under what it was MSRP. Yeah, I'm still waiting too. Watches and giggles. Yeah, Lee, the gray dial 5396. I like that, but it's on the white gold. I'm not so sure about that. And the Zeit work, I definitely like the Zeit work, but I'll refer back to Blue Shirt Buddha saying that the Zeit work wears like a hockey puck, and so I think the Odysseys would probably fit me better. If any of you guys watched ID Guy today, he had an Odysseys on there. I thought that was really nice. Hey, Clam. Blue Shirt, what time is that flipping Zippo on tomorrow? We're starting to get to the point where we're going to be indoors for Sundays now, and I would like to catch some more of that.
Hey.
Yep.
So.
Did you get that all ordered?
Yeah. Yeah, the dial on this is freaking nuts, isn't it? When you see it under good light like this, it's like the Odysseus.
Right.
And, man, I got to tell you, I'm kind of hot on this watch in the white gold version of it. I'm pretty hot on it, man. This is kind of getting on my list.
So is this something that you would try and order through your AD or get it on the back?
This is something I would order from the back of someone's trunk, and then I would take it into my AD the next day and showboat it.
Right.
Look, man, if you guys get me the 5167, I mean,
yeah,
I ain't gotta be talking like that.
Right.
Man, I've been patient guy 3 years when they told me to. Return deposit when they took a deposit. And then I put it in on the less demanded watch, the all bracelet versus the rubber. And I'm spending a lot more money for that. Not that it matters to them. Not like they're going to get the money.
Well, now I've noticed that they don't give any time frame. Like on the Snoopy, I never got a time frame. So instead of just promising people a year out, 2 years out, they don't even do that anymore. I don't think. I think they got in too much trouble with that.
Yeah.
Hey Barry, how's it going? Yeah, Nick, I would definitely rock the Zitework if I had it, but I think the Odysseus is probably, especially if you got the steel one, I think cost wise you're getting kind of a miniature version of that Zitework. Yeah, so that's on a 12 o'clock my time blue shirt, the flipping Zippo show. So usually that's why, because we're usually eating or going to eat or something, and that's why. But with the weather coming in, we should be home a lot more. So any of you guys got anything going on? You guys talk to your ADs or got anything in the works? Give you guys another glance at the...
Sorry about that. So anyway, it's a nice watch, this one. I like it. What else is going on, man? What else are you thinking about doing?
I'm just, I was complaining about not getting any calls to a few of the guys, and now I've just had 3 calls in a row over the weekend and just trying to...
Dude.
Yeah, It was great. It was great. It's been
I'm sorry, go ahead.
2 months since they released the watches, and I got them too at that point. But then it's been 2 months and nothing, and now I think and a couple other people had text me that they got the Cermet. So I think with the holidays coming in, I think they're maybe going to start to get some stuff. So might be a good idea for any of you guys to go down and talk with them.
Yeah, maybe.
I cannot get an ODCs, Nick. I none of the dealers that I deal with have a long. So one of them thought that you might be able to get one, but no, as of right now, I have no hookup for a long day.
I'm not so sure if I even how badly I really want an OP 41. You think I want that watch, bro? Do you want an OP 41? You don't have one, right?
I had one, but well, here's the thing. I have one that I promised to a friend. That's the champagne dial, and that's the one that I like.
How'd you like it?
I like that one. The Tiffany, you was right. The Tiffany wasn't for me. And I know Clam wants one for him, and it's just a matter of whether or not you, how you want to wear things. But I will say that the 41 could be just a little bit. It wears a little bit big, so it'll be perfect on you, but it's maybe a little bit big on me.
How big's a Daytona?
Daytona's small. Daytona's, I'm gonna say like a 39.
Fuck, man. 40. That's fucking huge, dude. What the fuck are they doing?
Yep, they went big on it. Yep.
So, well, the Daytona kind of looks small on my wrist, to be honest. Yeah.
But I think they did that because I think the 36, 36 is a good size for me in the new OP.
Yeah.
So maybe they just wanted to have different options.
You know what? I realizing for the first time how big 41 Rolex is going to wear, especially in a bright, loud yellow. Man, that's going to be I think I'm gonna like it. Actually, I think I might. I'm liking it more now that I'm thinking about it now.
Well, and I've seen the James Cameron on your wrist. It's not going to be too big on your wrist. It's going to be perfect on your wrist. And then you know you got tan skin.
Ooh,
Uh,
do I get that OP yellow for 6,600? Flip it and put the money into a JC.
you could do that. That would definitely help make up. Yeah, that would definitely help make up if you. I don't know. I think if you get a yellow OP and you match it up to your Porsche, I think that's it. I think you're done with that one.
I think I'm done with that. I think you're right.
Yeah, I don't think you would ever sell that one because you can drive that in the Porsche and you can really not worry about hurting it or scratching it up. And yeah, I think you would. I don't think you would sell that.
Yeah, I don't think I need to sell it either. Just keep going, Bitcoin. 18 to 180. I won't have to sell nothing. Yeah.
Yep. As long as Bitcoin keeps going good, you're all set.
Mm-hmm.
So it's yeah, it's
50% drop, baby. I'm looking for a 50% drop right now tonight.
Then you're gonna put it all back in, huh?
I'll put that in. I'll put in another 50 grand of my own money.
And like you were saying, I think it was yesterday morning that I was listening to you. That's basically an all or nothing risk, right? You're either gonna. And that was interesting what you said about how you're gonna learn how to use the little chiplets of the coins that are you. What do you call them? Some kind of Chinese name?
Satoshis.
Satoshis. So everything's gonna cost a little Satoshi, like 5 Satoshi, 6
Right.
Satoshi. So
Right.
that's pretty interesting. All that talk.
Yeah, I mean, nobody even knows what those are or even talks about them, but that's because it hasn't gotten to that level of demand yet where people are going to be trying to get little Satoshis of it.
Right. And then you can use Satoshis to buy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the argument people, some of the naysayers have given that as an argument. Well, if there's only 19 million of them, that's not enough to supply the entire world's population with money. Well, of course it is. You know, one bank can own, 50, and they'll divide it up to 100 million people. Those 50 coins.
Wow.
You'll divide it up in Satoshis. There's an infinite amount of decimal places that exist. I think that's true, isn't it? Infinite amount of decimal places.
Yeah, see, Pavel, I don't even know what you just said, and that Satoshi Nakamoto was the facetium of the creator, so.
They don't know who created it. It was created anonymously, which is the scariest thing in my mind.
I was going to say, that is terrifying, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it's open book software. So basically it's been created and it can't be altered, not even by the creator. So
right.
That's what it is. It's the beast.
What if Hunter created it?
Oh man,
then it's not good.
Then there's somewhere this machine is producing little
fake
Yatoshis. little rocks as in a
That's right. Yeah.
As a byproduct, little white rocks as a byproduct.
You can smoke it at some point if it's not worth nothing. Oh gosh, sorry guys. I had to go for it.
So yeah, so wow. So Tudor Blue Bay, you got a Tudor Blue Bay, you got an Oysterflex Skydweller. Nice. And were you telling somebody that you wanted a certain dial, but they didn't have it, so you just took the dial they gave you? Which dial?
Well, I don't have anything yellow gold, so I wanted the yellow gold Skydweller with the black dial. I mean, that thing looks like it's going to pop, and it's going to be really, really nice. And plus, it's actually a little bit less expensive than the rose gold, so I think that's the one to get. But
I think you're right; it would pop.
Yeah, it does. It pops really, really nicely, and so that one's going to be. If that one does come in, I may even go back in and say, "Hey, why don't we look at trading this?" Get me the one that I want, because I told them that's the one I wanted. and this one just happened to come in. But the more I look at this rhodium dial, the more I like it. So we'll just have to see when it comes in.
Right.
But I don't have any yellow gold, so it'd be nice to kind of mix it up a little bit.
Right. So going back to what was I saying? Tudor, Blue Bay, Oysterflex, Sky Dweller, and then you got a third watch, right? The Kermit.
The Kermit, yep.
The Kermit.
So they've all just kind of popped at the last second, and I think it's got to do with the holidays, although he promises me he thinks this might be the last Sky Dweller. You know, they always say this stuff, though. He thinks this might be the only one he gets till Christmas or after, as far as the Oysterflex Sky Dweller goes.
So, man, you know what? Your AD doesn't lie to you, bud, because you got watch in your hand. My
that's true.
As good as my AD has been to me, I mean, I got a Daytona last year, right? But still, they lie to me like they lie to me like to my face.
Yeah.
They expect me to think that they didn't get any watches this year yet. Come on now. But you know, to be fair, I told them there isn't anything that I want from the new lineup. I just want the Panda Daytona and the Pepsi and the stupid OP. That's all. So they're pretty much like the two watches you want are not any easier to get than they were last year. As a matter of fact, they're just still even harder to get. The fucking Panda and the Pepsi.
Well, I'm always telling them too, hey, we live in a real world and, you know, don't lie to me. You know, if you can't get it, I understand there's, you know, 10 big spenders in front of me that you got to deal with and 30 other people walking in every day. So, you know, just let me know when you can. And if you can, I appreciate it. If you can't, I understand completely. So
just don't lie to me, sunshine.
Right. We get a pretty open relationship when it comes to that. So, so yeah, he's a good guy. And you know, I've bought a couple watches that I didn't want at the time, and you know, because he wanted to sell them right away. So I think that helps a lot when you buy stuff that when they're trying to get rid of it.
Right. Right.
I think that's maybe one of the biggest keys. Which I can't lie, when they offer you a James Cameron or a Sea Dweller 43, it's not like they're, you know, sticking you with a dog or something like that you have to keep if you want to, you know.
No, they're not asking you to buy a Datejust or a
Right. I've never been asked to buy a Datejust. I've never been asked to buy a two-tone piece. So yeah, the only one two-tone piece I bought was the GMT, the two-tone GMT. So, but that was it. That was back, buddy. Yeah, the two-tone.
Do you have any two-tones right now in your collection?
Just my old Datejust, but no, I don't. I don't have any. I was talking about that with Chris earlier. I don't have any two-tones except for my old Datejust.
In me, just my bluesy. I'm thinking, just my bluesy.
Well, that's the thing too. Is I would, you know, bluesy two-tone, I'd be down for that. Sea Dweller two-tone, I'd be down for that. So it's not like I'm, you know, off the two-tones.
The root beer GMT.
The root beer, I did have the two-tone root beer. Yeah, I just didn't. I didn't see the sense in having a full gold one and a two-tone one.
So, I mean, vintage one. I want a Surdy one. That's what I was thinking of when I said that.
Oh, that Surdy one. Yeah, the older one. Yep.
Oh man,
those are nice.
Oh man, bro, yeah. See, some of the watches are going to get harder and harder to get.
Oh yeah, the Surdys especially. Yeah. And you can't find them right now with paper, so never mind in 2 or 3 more years. They're, you know, very hard to find. But your watch is what is amazing to me. Is that watch is just impossible. Yours with the with the ceramic Surdy.
Is it?
You just cannot. Yeah, that one is almost impossible to find that watch.
You found one and it was damaged. right?
One that was damaged, one that was black that didn't have paperwork. By the time I got to them, it was sold. So they go pretty quick.
Yeah.
And that's because they're ceramic and they have the CertiS, so.
Bro, that might be the last reference Submariner that was made with CertiS.
Yeah.
I think it was. They made it that year, and the year after they only made it like 3 or 4 years or something.
I was going to say 3-4 years. And then the other one, the deep sea or the Sea Dweller that is thinner that they only made for 4 or 5 years. My dealer had a used one of them, like a 2015, and that's an awesome watch. But he wanted like 16,000 for it. But that was papers, box, everything. I think I've seen them for like 13. But those watches are really, really good watches as well. If you can get a good price on them. That's that low production one. That's it. It's almost just the same size as a sub without the Cyclops on it. So that's a really neat watch. I tried that one on over the weekend. So it is Watch and Giggles.
Yeah, I think of watches that are going to be hard to get, that I've wanted, that I've keep waiting on, and they keep going. It's kind of like a Bitcoin or a stock, that Tesla or Bitcoin, and once it goes, you don't want to get on and just keep wishing you got on it. The Zenith Daytona is one of those watches.
Yep.
The CertiS Root Beer is one of those watches. The Pepsi, the 6265 Daytona is one of those watches. What are some of them for you?
James Conn just said that Smurf with the diamond ceramic. That was, you remember that was a killer watch.
Right.
He just said that that's been relisted again.
Maybe there's something wrong with it.
Yeah. And I don't think it had papers in the first place, so you'd really want to get it checked out. But again, your bluesy Watches and Giggles, Rich's bluesy is ceramic, and it's got CertiS diamonds. That's what we're talking about. So it's like one of the last ceramics to have. It's a Smurf, yeah.
Dial and bezel.
Yeah. James Conn saying this Smurf that's 45 has the ceramic, and it's got papers and everything. So that's interesting.
Yeah, he showed it to us on the Discord, didn't he? Once.
I think so. Yeah. I wonder if he just pulled it off because this Smurf was getting discontinued, and because I think at one time wasn't he at like 35 for that, James? Or 38, something like that. So maybe he just pulled it off when they got discontinued and was waiting for it to.
And you thought 36 was a good price without the diamonds for that, right?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
36, so basically 9,000 more for the diamonds. Usually the diamonds cost about 33,000, 3,500 more. So that watch really didn't appreciate all too much. I guess 10% since what he asked for it since the summer.
Yeah.
I mean, if it didn't have diamonds, that watch, he'd be listing it for 42.
Right.
If it didn't have diamonds.
40 right now, 41. Yeah, if they're in really good shape and they've got papers and everything, they've went up. But because they was at 36 the week before, 35, 36.
Would you pay 41 then for a Smurf without diamonds? Would you pay for?
Yeah, I mean they're brand right now. There's a guy that can get me one brand new for 41 with stickers and everything. So I don't know. There's still a few of them around.
So this is like a toss up here. If you know, the diamonds here, $4,000 premium for it.
Yeah.
It's kind of in the ballpark. Yeah.
If I could work on him and get him down a little bit,
Get him down to 42.
Because you're never going to find Smurfs like that, with the rarity of them is going to be amazing. Yeah, Pavel said Surdy are vanishing rare in this era.
Yeah. What do you think, Bud? The FP Journe Havana or this for 45?
Smurf diamond ceramic.
Yeah.
Well, you're into the Havana, and I like the colors of the Havana. So I mean, that's it seems like that's going to get you a good connection and everything. So, and you like the dress watches.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna wear them casual, man. I'm gonna dig it, like Archie does. Archie's got nowhere with a fucking formal wet dress watch. He's going to court.
I think Archie's going to get rid of 2 of them pretty soon to get a Rolex.
When he has his picture of his collection up there of his Pateks, I see an OP 41 would sit nice in there with the color pop.
Mm-hmm.
The yellow, the either the yellow or the red coral.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think he wants
blue.
I think he wants some gold. I can't lie. I think he's going to wind up with the two-tone blue Z or something like that. I think he wants a little bit of gold.
Another one I threw up there for him was the 18238. He should get my president, the 36 millimeter president, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That he only needs to get rid of one watch for that.
Yeah.
And it's a Rolex and it's a president. Man, if he's going to have one Rolex, it should be a president. And he doesn't have a solid gold bracelet watch either. That would check so many boxes.
Oh, and he's got all them stories about his solid gold sub, So, yeah, he should get something solid gold.
Yeah.
But I do think it's driving him crazy not having a Rolex right now. Which is fun to watch him, squirm, so.
What's more fun to watch him squirm without a Rolex or squirm without his enclave?
His Cardinals. Yeah. He's doing pretty good so far. He's been able to kind of keep it going a little bit, but yeah. I mean, he's on the WhatsApp group asking for visitors all the time, so. But yeah, we'll see what happens with it. I watched ID Guy today. That was a good show. Well, I watched part of it as much as I could. And he's got his own little
Is it still about wrist shots every time?
Yeah, it's all people's wrist shots, and he must just get 1,000 of them a week. I don't know, because it seems like he's just on there for 2 or 3 hours and.
Yeah.
It never ends. But there's some really interesting watches on there. He had the Arnold. What was it? The Arnold. Oh gosh, what was the name of them?
The Arnold Palmer.
No, the Arnold and something.
Arnold and Son. Yeah.
Arnold and Son. Yeah. And there was a couple.
I like the Arnold and Son. The one that has the real pretty constellation like dial. It's like blue, some stars. They got some pretty dials.
Yeah, James Conn. That last comment that James Conn just made is pretty accurate. It seems like he's pretty funny, but
yeah, we've looked at one. Those are ones that can be had secondhand, man, easily. Arnold and Son, man.
Yeah.
Down so much on some of these things.
But some of them, I mean, even though they're 70% off, they're $30,000. So I just don't know if I would give $30,000 for something. you know.
Exactly. That you're going to have to give up for 15 one day.
Right, right. So I don't think I'm there yet.
No, not quite.
What I got?
I mean, you got to be in love with it, you know. I mean,
Yeah,
like look at you know, the Rolex, having a Rolex collection, for example, or a collection that you love of watches that you genuinely bought. Like, I have a hard time selling any of my watches. So those are the kind of watches you want to have in your collection.
right.
You know, you would think that a watch that's tripled in premium, you would think that, oh, Rich is just after resale. Rich is no, I never even there was no resale in them when I bought them. Number one, but number two, um, if I'm after resale, wouldn't you think I'd be selling them if they're up in triple in price?
Right.
That means that must mean I love the damn watch so much. I mean, it's more of a marriage watch than anything can be, because money can't buy that love away from me, man.
And you love your whole box too. I mean, you. You had a hard time selling anything. You have a hard time selling the sub.
Yeah.
So
So I think if the watch sings to you, man, you know, I guess it's not going to matter really too much as long as you know. You just have to know.
and Watches and Giggles said it right. He's not selling shit unless he has to. So if you want to buy stuff, buy what you can afford and keep what you got, because you would definitely regret selling stuff.
I like this one. This is that all steel. The first time Vacheron introduced steel, uh, at least as of recent, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the steel watch. I tried this one on.
Did you?
Hmm.
Had it fit?
It was amazing. It looks amazing on my wrist. Look at the case. Look at that beautiful case design.
Yep.
It was like a 4-tiered case. Um, yeah, this watch was just freaking amazing on my wrist. I fell in love with it, and I think they wanted a lot more than they do here. You know, they want
How much?
15 grand here. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I think MSRP, I think they were around 24 grand. I think, bro, 24. I
So
think.
these are more than the overseas. Yeah.
I don't recall, but I want to say
Overseas are like 20. And then with the complication, I think it goes up to like 21, 22.
hmm,
But I really like the FP Journe on the last screen, the gold sports watch. But that's I think that's like 80 grand. There you
which
go. The FP Journe, the one that you know with the bumpers on the bracelet.
oh, this one here,
Yeah,
80,000.
yeah.
Oh, so in 2020 they removed the bumpers. You see that?
Oh, did they? Okay, so
Yeah,
that's a newer one.
this is new, and this one doesn't have the chronograph. This one is power reserve, um, subdial, AM, PM, date. It has a lot of functions.
Mm-hmm.
But you see that they got rid of it. So look how supple looking the bracelet is, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It looks really soft and supple looking.
Looks like it would curve around
Yeah, it looks
your
comfortable.
wrist really. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if
So
I would prefer to have the rubber inserts or not. I don't know.
right, just depends on how well it holds up.
I'd have to try them both to see.
It does look like there's some kind of bumpers on the outside, some kind of red bumpers.
It's amazing looking though, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that's a beautiful watch.
Bro, I mean, I know you're considering certain watches at this price level.
Yeah,
So you know, man, look at that. It's just amazing.
all gold. Yeah, gray dial. That's beautiful. And I wonder, so if that's 80,000 second hand, I wonder how much that is from the AD. Is it close or is it?
You know, I wasn't sure. I was when yesterday or the other day when I saw this one, I was guessing it was going to be listed for 65. I was wrong because the one with the chronographs MSRP for 85.
Okay.
The one with the two dials that I like. So maybe these MSRP for about the same price. This has these functions. The other one has the other function. They both MSRP for about this price, maybe.
This one's newer, yeah. So
I guess
they've got a bit of premium on them.
You know, but I think about this. You know, you know, and you don't have to get this through here. Just if you want it today.
Right. Right.
No, that's the thing.
Yeah, I think I would want to buy this through the AD. You get all that credit buying through them, and
look how beautiful the bezel is on this watch.
yeah, what is that bezel? Is it ceramic?
I don't know. Yeah, it says ceramic.
Ceramic, okay.
Black ceramic bezel. Shit. Beauty, huh?
Yep, that's really nice. I like the crown too, just kind of sitting down there hidden, and that's a pusher on the side too, I think, right? I think that's a pusher on the side, yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah, I think everybody agrees that's pretty nice.
Yeah, you know, I guess it's, you know, I'm trying to go for something different, a different path. The Journe the whole thing of what's going on appeals to me, and the boutiques there, and I just got sold on it. Remember?
Yeah.
So I'm going for the limelight a little bit. We're going to touch it. We're going to touch it. Look at this one. Wow, that is unreal. Whoa. Baller status on that. Look at that. Wow.
And what do they call that? The L? Is that the nickname of that?
So you see, basically, it's keeping position the same time on both instruments. See the 24-hour time and the regular time.
Oh, I see.
Except the hands, the minute is off. The minutes are going to be on the same as well, you know?
Right.
And yeah, wow. That's just mastery. Fun. I think it's beautiful too.
I heard something the other day too, in their whole existence, they have never made, I think it said 30,000 watches. They've never made 30,000 watches.
Wow, look at that shot. 30,000? Yeah.
Yeah, in their whole entire history, they've never got that far.
Well, they haven't been around that long either.
Yeah. I think they average around 1,000 a year or something like that.
I gotta say, European Watch Company got much better with their photography. They really stepped it up. Now, does this have, what do you think? You think this has a brass movement?
I think so. Yeah, I think it does.
You know that none of the brass movements are, they're all untouchable at this point. They're all
Right.
100,000 plus.
Right.
Oh, this is all gold, huh?
Yeah, that's all gold.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Look at that. See, that sings to me, you know?
Right.
These watches are, you know, and I don't have to go crazy. All you need is one. All you need is one. In my case, two, but for now, one, because the second one I'm waiting freaking half a century for it anyway. So, you know, all you need is one.
Yeah, Nick said, good luck finding one with the brass movement. Bill Sanders has the brass movement, right, on his?
Yeah. Lucky sucker. What a good move he made on that.
And Watches and Giggles is asking if the H Moser is the next to pop. I've heard different, you know, some people say yes, some people say no.
H Moser?
Yeah. Be the next one.
Not when Turno dumps the brand at 65% off.
Yeah.
Then, you know. Yeah, I don't think so, man. I mean, why would Moser pop? What are they coming up with? Anything? See, F.P. Journe is inventing things. He's an innovator. Just coming up with a bunch of different dial colors isn't gonna make them pop.
Well, that's their thing is their dials. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep being a nice brand, making nice watches with nice dial colors, because that's what everybody knows them for, is their dial colors. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why these are popping is because, I mean, there's horology built in here.
Oh yeah.
And there's finishing built in here.
Yeah, you buy one of these right, and you're set for you're gonna be okay.
It's the movement. It's the movement and the complications and the placement of the complications and the artistry of the watch. That's what you're buying with the F.P. Journe.
Right. And the Roger de Buoy, I don't mind them, but they're just, for me, they're way out, overpriced, even secondhand. But
Look at this one for 70. This is interesting for 70,000. I'm not sure if I dig the salmon dial so much on this. It's a little soft.
I think I would like it without all the other colors on there.
Boy, how would you use this? This is a world time. Is this usable? What does that do in the bottom there? How does that work? It actually turns.
I was going to say it's got to turn.
Oh, so
Do you
0.
see the arrows? Yeah, the arrows there.
And then plus or one minus an hour behind you and ahead of you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But that map sure looks a little tough to figure out. But I do see that yeah, it's interesting. I guess you'd have to learn how to use it.
Not for me.
No. Different.
I do like that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
The pushers.
Oh yeah.
On the end link to push it to open it.
Right.
To release it. That's how the Patek is too. That's it. Just easy link. Easy end link. Yeah, I think that's a little ugly, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's definitely odd.
So yeah, that's cool, man. Wow. Well, congrats, man. You got some good stuff coming on the table. Good stuff. The Kermit. Did you want the Kermit?
Or I did say. I mean, I told them, and yeah, I did say I like the Kermit, but I said I cannot pass up the Blueberry at this point. You know, so because at that time he was kind of like, you know, do you want the Kermit? I think at the time they wanted to. I was the first one to ask for the Blueberry, and so I got it. But I think he would have just been just as happy if I would have bought the Kermit at the time. But I knew I would never get another chance at the Blueberry.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So, and then I did start here. A couple people had texted me in private about getting the Cermet. So I, you know, And then all of a sudden I got the call. So they must have sent over, a shipload of sermons here the last week. So to different ADs around the country, because that's the watch that I've seen the most lately popping up. So,
yeah. Well, that's cool, man. That's good.
yeah.
Awesome.
And I love it. I love green, so I can put the Hulk and that one together and see,
Oh, look, here's the same watch without the little world stuff.
Yeah, that looks so much better.
With a moon instead.
That's your watch, right? With the moon?
Right here. Yeah, 45. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot. Unworn 2020, 45. Whoa. 10,000 over MSRP, man. Shit.
And there.
Yeah, I like it. It's sharp looking, right?
Yeah, it's a good looking watch.
Man, I love how the strap wraps around the case.
Mm-hmm. And you'll do something else. You'll get another strap for that. I know you'll find some other.
Oh yeah, I'll mess around with that at some point.
Yeah.
In a year or two.
Yeah. I'll tell you what's kind of got lost in all this hoopla is the 5711. It's just they've kind of the prices have kind of stayed. They've kind of leveled off, and they're selling. Obviously, look at that one's on hold, but they're not. The last 2 months, it's not like they're the ones that. It's not like they're the ones that's moving up and down a whole lot,
Man, what a beautiful dial on that Nautilus, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
But the
Have
ones
you ever wanted one of those?
Not until you and I was looking at the big ones the other night. Those ones, that kind of got me interested to the point where I would probably buy one of these smaller ones at some point. But
was it an AP or was it a Nautilus that we saw that had that perpetual calendar with the Ford? That was a Nautilus, wasn't it?
That was a Nautilus, and that thing is going for $300,000 on the second market.
Oh shit! You're kidding me.
No, it was like 100, and I think it was 120 or 140, but it's going for 300.
Whoa! Yeah. No way.
Yep. So say goodbye to that.
Incredible.
But I mean, some of them are just, the 25, the Green Hulk, the Patek Green Hulk, that's 25 piece limited. That thing's, I think that's going to be at $1 million pretty quick because you just.
Yeah.
There's Craig Ship's gold Grand Seiko.
This one here?
Yeah, 17.5.
This is what he's got right here?
Pretty sure. If any of you guys know better, correct me.
Do you like this watch?
I do. I am kind of a little bit of a fan of Grand Seiko, but not for $20,000, no. But Grand Seiko is awful proud of their stuff,
Yeah.
I think it's like 25 or 30 firsthand.
I kind of like that case a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I mean, for what's the price? 17.5.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have to see it in person, but
it's good quality. Yeah, the quality's there definitely.
I mean, yeah.
But I did see, like my Breitling Premier. I seen that. I went in and I had the bracelet put on it the other day, and I seen that with a gold case. Yeah. So there's a lot of them, style watches that I would definitely, probably look at first.
Interesting. This has this dial is very similar to my Havana. The power reserve's there at 3, and there's one subdial over on the side there.
Yeah.
And the marquee's at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Boy, the Havana is way nicer looking than this thing, though. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, for the same price, you can get my 18238 day date President, which I think is better than this. And I'd want to compare this most closely with my 5196 Patek. And I just want to say I'd rather have a Patek.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing at that price range. You know, you're right there with the gold Patek, so most people's going to choose a Patek, right?
Yeah, but if I was gonna, if I was gonna fuck around with Grand Seiko, and there was one watch I might want to pick out, and
Right.
after picking out a dozen of them or so,
Right.
This would be one that if I had to get one,
Right.
This could be considerable, but I just don't see it though.
It's one of them that you look at and you say that's nice, and if you've seen somebody wearing it, you'd tell them it's nice, but I don't know if you'd ever own it or not.
So it's less than nothing for me.
There's the
I'd go
Elegante.
I'd go Vacheron first before I get that.
I think so. Yeah, they could definitely go Vacheron. Yep.
Boy, that Journe looks hot.
Yeah, that Vacheron right there with that gold one there. What is that? So that's a little bit more money, but still.
Yeah, the traditional.
The patrimony, yeah.
Yeah, it has a beautiful movement in the back too.
Yeah, that looks like a Patek.
Look how beautiful the movement is on the back of these.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing.
So yeah, I'd probably go with something like that before I would the Grand Seiko. Good night, blue shirt.
Hey, good night, blue shirt. Please try to join us next time.
Yeah, the biggest thing with the Grand Seiko is everybody's saying Craig Chip has one of that Grand Seiko, so you'd probably never live it down.
Man, I'm excited to get something in. I just and I don't know what's coming in first, so it's kind of like having a baby,
Right, right.
So it's kind of fun for me right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to get an Omega or a Rolex OP.
Well, now I'm hopeful that the AP could come in. You know, now I was kind of getting a little bit distressed, but now I'm hopeful that maybe might get a call for the 15,500.
Oh, because they got you all these other ones that came in.
Right. You know what I mean? Because for a while, it felt like just nothing was happening. But now maybe with the holidays coming and stuff, you never know. Any day there could be a call.
Oh man, dude, an AP.
Yeah.
How many APs do you have right now?
Just that one. Just the one.
The jumbo.
Yeah. Which is never going anywhere. So.
Yeah.
And that's probably why you won't get a blue one, because that's what he said the other day. Is he said you already got a blue, so you don't need one.
Yeah.
I said no. What if that's the only one that comes in? I'll take it.
So this is the cream of the crop in FP Journe time only. This is time only, and it's the most complicated way you can make a time only watch. It goes through all these different, hoops and $85,000 MSRP on this. You know that?
Wow.
Time only. This is real watchmaking right here. Just amazing.
Yeah, this is high horology for sure.
This could be an end game piece for someone like me if I decide to fall in love with Journe. Let's say after I get the Havana, and even more so after I get the Chronometra Blue, God willing, that might put me at a point where I might be like, man, things change, end games change. You know, this could be I could see this becoming an end game if things change for me like that.
Right.
You know, because most of my watches are simple time watches. Aren't yours mostly simple time watches?
Yeah. Yeah. And if you did get once you get that first one from them and say that shoots up super high, I'm sure they'll give you an offer of pretty much anything you want from there on out.
Right. But isn't this what happened to you with Audemars Piguet?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was always a Rolex fanboy. Yeah. And then I seen my first AP and I didn't know what it was. And it was just amazing looking. And so, yeah, that's what they've done. What's up? But they've continued to kind of grow on me ever since.
Are you good or got to wrap it up?
A few more minutes.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up in a couple of minutes. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. You know.
And that's 98.9. Yeah. So, but once you get in, you buy that first one. Then they really know you're serious, and
I didn't know it had a price on here. 98. Shit.
Yeah, that's a lot.
85's MSRP on it. Yeah. So it's really not much more because you're going to pay the tax. Tax is $10,000 on this watch, so it's going to take you to
right.
$95,000, $96,000. So you're really only paying $3,000 over. It's not bad,
right?
And I'm sure you can negotiate that 3, 4, 5,000 off it. So you're really probably getting it for the same, if not a little bit cheaper.
Right. It's beautiful. Let's see, is that white gold? Yeah, it's platinum. That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah.
He does a lot in platinum, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does a lot in platinum. Yeah. I think he likes to stick with the higher metals.
So you're, man, you really think you're going to be okay with getting rid of letting go of a Royal Oak if it comes your way?
Yeah, I've got what I have is so similar with the 15202, so I promised you that a long time ago. So and honestly, I think the 41 is going to be too big for me, and I think it's going to fit you perfect. So that's
all right then, man. I think that's going to sit well with an FP Journe coming. The AP is the AP and the FP Journe, man. I can't say those are two top-notch additions.
Yep.
That's why I'm saying. I mean, I probably don't even need a Rolex OP, man.
Right. No, the Rolex OP is strictly fun for your Porsche, So, and at $6,300, I just don't think you can go wrong with them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But
they are. I think they're supposed to be the starting point for the Rolex, and I don't think they'll ever hit. Unless you get them from your AD, I don't think they'll ever hit 6,300.
Yeah, you're right. Starting point in Rolex, and good luck getting it.
Right.
It's not happening. So you're right. I can always get rid of that thing if I get rid of it.
If it doesn't match perfect, or if it gets old, you just that's no problem getting rid of that.
Wow. So man, a lot of moves, dude.
Yes. Yeah. Things happening. Maybe
a lot of moves. Sounds good.
hopefully we both get some calls here.
That's the only way I could one up that OP41 is with this one right here.
Right.
I think this watch is just off the charts. I think a lot of people wouldn't get this watch, but I think if you stare at it long enough, you'll eventually get it.
Right.
That's what happened to me the other night. I stared at this watch for about an hour, and I finally got it.
Right.
And I said, wow, this could be a grail piece, truly.
And it's built to keep forever too. So they're supposed to be like tanks. So
Dude, it's just so cool, you know?
Yeah.
It's just so cool. This watch is pretty amazing. Yeah. Anyway, what do you think? We wrap it up?
Yep, sounds good. Appreciate you.
All right, gentlemen.
Me on.
I appreciate you too. Thank you for coming on, bro. Nice talking with you.
Yep, all the guys there in the chat. Nice talking with all you guys as usual.
Thanks for coming on, fellas.
You guys have a good evening.
All right, my guy. All right.
Talk to you soon.
See you guys later. Peace
Bye-bye.
out. Good night, everybody.